Okay. I think we're starting session 4. Last session we got to level 20, which was pretty surprising. I think I'm in the level 14 or 15 range as far as the main storyline's concerned. So, kind of recap, I'm still kind of doing like the grunt work kind of quests you do in the beginning of a story, where go get me, I've had 3 quests that wouldn't have made me go get blood, like gathering quests, or not really crazy intrigue, but we just started a quest line where it looks like we might be dipping our toes into something that might be a little bit crazy or a little bit illicit, where apparently the crown of the Sultana got stolen, and this little conspiracy seems to have stemmed from the brass blades. So we're going to start that up and kind of go forward and see where it takes us. Which this is actually a little bit new to me, actually, because my main Penelope, which is right there. Oh, I'm not trying to sog you. I actually started her in Limsa. So I actually don't know what the story from Ul'dah is. So that's pretty cool. So we're going to find out. Get logged in here. Always a queue on my server. Never really big, unless expansion launch or just a patch or something of that nature. And there's a patch coming out tomorrow. 7.25 is coming out tomorrow. I actually have no idea what's in it. But yeah. Should be good. I really like this outfit. I wonder, I'm sure someone has cosplayed this outfit for a Final Fantasy vest or something like that. Little wakey. This date with Destiny. Oh, I'm close to... Okay. So this is the achievement board. So if you go near completion, it'll show you those. It also has a recommended. So this one... This actually gives you a recommended for items and names, titles. Is neat. Okay. So we're moving on. One of the... I honestly truly believe this when I say this, is that one of the best inventions for MMOs comes from Rest XP. I'm not entirely sure which game came up with it first. The first game I ever encountered it in was WoW. That was the first one I ever encountered it in. It didn't have Rest XP to my memory from EverQuest. So I played EverQuest pretty seriously. But when your bar is blue down here and you've got the little moon, you're in a rest area and you've got Rest XP to work with. So you get that little XP bonus. The Heart Sworn lies beyond. State your business. Pardon? Did you say lost heirloom? Proceed. Well met, adventurer. What business brings you here this day? A letter? Very well, let me see it. Have you read this, adventurer? See. Well, you have some inkling of its contents, I think. Mistress Mormon had doubtless explained to you the significance of the crown, and what its loss meant to Her Grace the Sultana. This thief shames the Sultan Sworn, and me most of all. The blame is mine, you see. I grew lax in my duties, and in a moment of carelessness. No. We'll not go over recounting the tale now. Since the hour of the theft, we've been searching frantically for any signs, any whispers as to the whereabouts of the crown. We found nothing. The identity of the thieves and their motives seemed fated to remain a mystery until you arrived, bearing this ransom note. In it, the criminals state the price for returning Her Grace's crown. And though it pains me to say it, I fear I have no choice but to acquiesce to their demands. Too much is at stake to do otherwise. The crown symbolizes Her Grace's birthright and identifies her as the custodian of the old legacy. It must be recovered. I'll travel to the unholy heir and pay them their ransom. Though I'm not foolish enough to meet these men alone, as they stipulate, I dare not bring a host of my comrades, lest the thieves take flight. Friend, would you consent to being present to the exchange? Mistress Mona has always spoken of you in the most glowing terms, and never had any reason to question her judgment. On behalf of all those still loyal to the Sultana, I beseech you, please, help us in our hour of need. Alright. So we go into a big tree. I think we're going to go to the Adventurers Guild and then take the Chocobo. Let me begin. So in our last session, we finished up getting this armor set, which is pretty nice. It's a very good starter set. But this was the real winner. Increases your XP by 30% when you're level 30 and below. Very nice picking up if you're playing on a fresh account and you've never played before. This is definitely, you want to grab this because this is going to help you level up your other classes, your other jobs. And at least for me, who has a collector's edition, I also have the earring. So if you're coming in on a new expansion and you get the collector's edition, you'll get another XP earring and they stack. So you get a nice 60% XP bonus. So you can start catching up on stuff, or like I am right now, we're doing a quest right now that it's level 14, but I'm already level 20. So the dividends are pretty big. Also, something that I'm really terrible about doing, but I always do in dungeons. Food. So you can see right here on the food, you'll see duration 30 minutes, but there's an XP bonus involved. Highly recommend buying some food from a vendor or something like that and get you that little bit of extra XP. It really does add up. I think somebody did a math once on social media, and if you had food on for the first 50 levels, the food's XP equated for 3 levels of that 50 levels. So, certainly worth it. Because honestly, the first several hours, the first 50 hours of this game of ARR are probably the toughest, I think. I've come as we agreed. Now show me the crown. Why, you'll have your precious crown once we've been duly compensated. You see me a fool? What assurance do I have that you will honor your part of the agreement? Now, Owen. You're the least trustworthy man here. Not only was the crown stolen under your watch, it looks as to me you violated the terms of our exchange. Did we not say you were to come alone? And given that you're not alone, what guarantee that we have that it isn't company of archers surrounding us as we speak, ready to feather me and my men at the moment of catching a glimpse in the crown? You have made a mockery of our trust. The deal's off. Wait, your payment as promised. Aye, is the real thing. 1,000 thanks to you, boy. You've succeeded where scores of thieves have failed. And now, at long last we have it, the power to create an army of undying soldiers. A traitor's spurn. No, it can't be. What have you done? Surely you must have wondered what it was that we were handing over. What it was that seemed as valuable to us as the crown seems to you. Or you assumed we were feeling charitable? You must be feeling terrible, knowing that you've brought the doom of the Sultai. Don't worry, boy. We'll grant you a quick death to spare you any further ignominy. These bitches brought bitches. Fuck this. Dollar toast. There's too many. Traveler, run. Run while you still can. I will do my duty. It's your duty to serve the Sultana, lad. And you'll be doing it for a good while yet. Sultan Swan? Put these thieves to the sword and secure the crown. Sultan Swan? No matter, kill them all. Gotta get the healers. I don't think there's another healer somewhere, is there? Hello. Oh boy. Master Publisher. But why? How? The general saw you sneak out of the vault, Zoe. He suspected you were doing something afoot in order to keep an eye on you. Flame General? He ordered you to look after me? Master Papashan, more of them are to the north. After them, Sultan Swan. They have the crown. This sought only to delay us. Let us speak back again in the city. The source of his strength becomes clear. You may have bested the golem. Will not fare so well this day. O mournful voice of creation, send unto me a creature from the abyss, my thrall to command, that I may smite mine enemies. Your very imperil is the plan. You cannot be suffered to live. Oh, we got poisoned. Oh, there's Thancred. Ugh. The wisdom of the Paragons should be brought low by mere mortals. Paragons? Indeed is a disturbing revelation. We've long suspected the involvement of the Bringers of Chaos, Asians. Give them their true name. But we could not be sure that they were responsible for the recent disturbances until now. As if the Sultanate needed any more enemies. We have Sharlians crossed paths with the Asians before? Well, we certainly... Wait. Don't remember telling you about my homeland. Ah, yes, that's right. You're one of the gifted. You know, this mark is the third time I found one of you amidst in trouble. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were loathsome for it. Anyway... I'm glad I started following you around. Who knows what grand conspiracy you might stumble onto next? I jest. Had I truly been watching your every move, I wouldn't have taken so long to intervene in your last altercation. But all is well that ends well, eh? Our masked friend is no more, and, well, I very much doubt we'll be seeing the last of his kind. His demise will likely grant us at least some respite. And on that note, I must be away. Till next time, traveler. Is that a boss fight over there? No, we don't need it. Ooh. Yeah, I think we're gonna run over there and grab that. I just noticed there was a quest up here on the map. Like in the last session, remember I had said that if you do see one of these exclamation points in a blue plus bubble, that you should go grab it. Because sometimes they're feature quests, sometimes they're class related quests, but they're generally important. They're better than side quests. They're important quests. What you say I told you an inanimate object possesses a soul? Well, they can, believe it or not. And though a soul in question is not their own, that of their owners. Through faithful service, arms and armor we use can hold spiritual energy. Thus do we form a spirit bond with them. The spiritual energy can be drawn out and converted into materia, a special kind of crystal that can be attached to gear to enhance its properties. I'm very well versed in the ways of materia extraction. If you wish to learn more about the process, it could be my pleasure to teach you. Ready to commence learning? Good. As you've gathered by now, materia is crystallized form of one spiritual energy. This is an energy derived from an individual's psyche, a volatile beast at the best of times. A degree of variance is to be expected in the production, and in practice it means that you won't know exactly what properties of the stone will be there until you cradle it in your hands. Materia won't grant you much of anything on its own, but its power must be tapped, you see. And this is achieved by melding it to gear. Known, though, that it takes a deft hand of a craftsman to meld materia. You can always seek out others to attach the material on your behalf, but if you would sooner do it yourself, I recommend speaking for Boss. The meddler is her field of expertise. So this is a cool way. It's basically like enhancing your armor. So when you go look at a piece of gear you have, like I don't have any slots here. I've got something with some slots. No. But let's see. Yeah, I've got some in the armor. Let's look at some old weapons. You'll see condition and then spirit bond 1%. Condition 18 and 15% on spirit bond. I've got nothing on the spirit bond up. If it was at 100, you could pull that materia out of the piece of equipment. But at this level, you're changing gear so fast. Yeah, it's probably not going to happen. Okay, so we're going to be heading back. And I will be right back. Hopefully you haven't been waiting too long. I know it was about a minute. All right. Everyone's waiting for you, adventure. Does it surprise you to see me dressed so, traveler? I was once a sultan sworn, you know. I know it's been 15 years since I put on the sword and took up my role as station master. It is the capacity in which I am no less proud to serve, least you doubt. Whether Her Grace ventures outside the gates, I have the honor to protect her in person. Never before have I seen her so despondent as the news of the crown's theft reached her ears. But thanks to your valiant efforts, she has returned to her former vibrant self. You have my gratitude of every Sultan sworn traveler.
Exalted vessel of Ul'dah, guardian of Thanalan, 17th ascendant to the throne of Ul'dah, Her Royal Majesty Nanamo Ul'namo presides.
Long live Nanamo!
Long live
Glory
Nanamo!
to the
Glory
Sultana!
to the Sultana!
Forever may she
Forever
reign!
may she reign!
They regaled me with tales of a champion amongst champions, once whose tireless service to the crown merited the highest honor we might bestow.
She's so cute.
Never did it occur to me that it might be you. Bring it forth! Betokening our gratitude and esteem, I, Nanamo Ul'namo, Sultana of Ul'dah, confer upon you this gift. Raoban,
Your Grace.
see to it that our champion is my personal guest at the banquet.
As you command, Your Grace. If what they say is true, Ul'dah owes you a great debt. I am Raoban al-Din. With the consent of Her Grace, I oversee the affairs of the Sultanate. Brave souls are few and far between in these times. I count my blessings when I find one. Her Grace invites you to join her at the coming banquet. I trust I will see you there. An honor,
Huzzah!
indeed.
Come, hero!
Until then, for the sake of Her Grace and the glory of the Sultanate, may you walk in the light of the crystal.
I'm also a big fan of Raoban. He's pretty dope character. I, the 12th traveler, for an adventure to receive a personal invitation from Her Grace is unprecedented. Seats at these banquets offer only the most distinguished individuals. We'll be dining with some of the most influential people in Ul'dah. There are, of course, certain protocols that must be observed, but I'm no authority on them. But fear not, however, Miss Mordred has long been responsible for familiarizing foreign guests with our customs. I return to the quicksand and speak to her. She'll tell you all you need to know. I feel like that's the second cutscene that I've got to do so far that's actually been voiced. Which, like, I feel like in today's modern gaming landscape, voice acting is becoming so much more prevalent, and I'm so happy for it. And that's very true in this game. As the expansions push on, there's more and more voice acting, so you won't have to put up with me as much. Welcome back, traveler, and congratulations on your invite to the big soiree. To be honest, I never imagined I'd be explaining these procedures to you. It's usually only foreign dignitaries who get to hear me prattle on and on about royal traditions. Any road. I know you're the busy man, so I'll keep it short and sweet. In accordance with ancient customs, all guests to the banquet are required to wear pairs of ceremonial earrings made specially for the occasion. They're meant to symbolize... actually, I forget about that, but this was meant to be the short version. Being that they're designed unique for the occasion, the earrings serve as a security measure. The Sultan Sworn won't let you near the hall without them. So, your set should be ready, waiting for you at the goldsmith's. Mr. Serendipity will be expecting you, so you'll want to head down there now. Once you got them, bring them back here and we'll continue. I was just there. Also, I think I got a ring. Yeah. Direct hit rate and blunt resistance. Yeah, no. We're good. I'll take my int. Back to the goldsmith. Greetings. I see there's something that I can help you with. Ah, traveler, your earrings, they're right here. I crafted them myself. I'll have you know, I think you'll be very pleased. In case Miss Mildred didn't warn you, the box is locked, and I'm not permitted to give you the key. The final safeguard, you see, is only designated individuals are authorized to distribute earrings to guests. In this instance, the person in question is Mrs. Mildred, so you'll need to ask her permission to open up the box on your behalf. Pardon the inconvenience, but the Sultan Sworn takes Her Grace's safety very seriously. And back we go. Picked up your earrings, have you, traveler? Let me just... Well now, looks like the guildmaster outdid herself with this pair. You'd best take good care of these earrings. If they fell into the wrong hands, God knows what might happen. Now then, I hope you're feeling sociable, traveler, because you're about to hobnob with Ul'dah's elite. Let me know when you're ready to head to the banquet. I think I actually have to put these things on for this. Yeah, I think I do. Let's see what stylish they are. Nice. My ears are... I don't have any earrings like that for my ears. But they look gauged, honestly. This is it, traveler. Your big debut in Ul'dah's high society. The banquet is being held in the fragrance chamber. Head over to the Royal Promenade and Bartholomew will show you in. Oh, and make sure you put your earrings on first, or he'll send you packing. Right, well, I reckon everything. Try not to let the pomp and ceremony get to you. Just be yourself, and you'll be fine. Keep waiting for one of these guards to go, no running! A banquet hosted by Her Grace the Sultana is due to begin shortly. Attendance is by invitation only. Please make way for arriving guests. We are honored to receive you, my lord. Please proceed inside.
All hail the Sultana! Your Grace.
Raoban? By right of the Royal House of Ul, I, Nanamo, 17th of my line, have summoned you here. We are graced this day by the presence of a hero to Ul'dah and dear friend to the crown. Honored guests, I give you our champion! And with that, I bid you enjoy the feast.
Not to spoil your appetite, but Ul'dah is hardly so bountiful as this meal would have you believe. While we gorge ourselves, children starve in the streets. Nor can her grace do aught to help them. She is thwarted at every turn by those on the Syndicate who derive their wealth from the workers' poverty. Beneath her mask of stately serenity, she is aghast at the plight of her subjects. But there will be no hope for the masses until the crown is restored to power. I am truly grateful for all you have done for Ul'dah. But there is so much more to do. That light, what is it? So bright, almost like by the 12. Tell me true, have you been troubled by strange dreams of late? Visions of the crystal? Mayhap you put them down to an excess of ether? Yes, you are like they were. Allow me to explain. Before you came to Eorzea, there were others like you who fought the primals. Though they were not of this land, when the Guardian Empire threatened the realm, they helped bring together the 3 grand companies. And they stood with us at Cartano, that fateful day 5 years ago, the day we lost them. None who survived have forgotten the heroes' sacrifice, nor would any man deny they fought alongside us. But the names of these heroes come not to our lips. The once familiar pages of their story are now blank to us. And in our mind's eye, their faces are naught but silhouettes amid a blinding glare. It is for this reason that we have come to call them the Warriors of Light. When I look at you, I cannot help but think of them, and of what you might achieve. You must protect that crystal at all costs. It is a gift from Hydaelyn, mother of all, and one she gave to you for a reason. Yours is no ordinary tale. If I am right, the fate of the realm may yet hang upon your deeds. Only heroes and martyrs are fit to bear such a burden. Let us pray you are the former.
flames to the fore! Victory belongs to the bold! Show those Imperial whore sons what we're made of!
The left flank buckles. Divert the barracudas. Bid them hold that position, though it costs them their lives.
The yellow serpents are in need of succor. Pray, send the white wolves to their aid. The adventurers risk life and limb for our cause. We must not fail them.
Is aught amiss?
No, it is nothing.
Bloody hells! The barrier won't go down so easily! Eyes forward!
We are being watched.
Raging Bull, calling Bloodthorn! Bloodthorn, respond! Respond, damn you! Ah!
Raging Bull, this is Mad Snake. Respond.
Ryder, this is Raging Bull. What news?
We're surrounded by a blaze. There is no way out. God preserve, what is that thing?
What's going on? Speak to me!
God damn it! We cannot hold much longer.
Mad Snake! Mad Snake! Answer me! Damn it! Damn it all to the seventh hell!
What of the barracudas? Can they not be reached?
Sorry, Admiral. Shell's not working.
What of our own?
I cannot say, my lady. That monstrosity appears to be disrupting our communications.
We must keep trying. Call till they respond.
Yes, my lady.
Admiral, General, we can do no more. We must give the order to withdraw.
I will not forsake Louis Soir!
General, please. Victory may belong to the bold, but there will be no victor this day. You know this to be true. Let us not sacrifice lives in vain. The adventurers fight bravely, but to no avail. Let them withdraw, and let us be the ones to stand with Louis Soir.
Belay previous orders. All Maelstrom units are commanded to fall back, effective immediately. Give the foreign levy priority. Let the main host cover their retreat and bring up the rear.
Damn it! Relay the order. All flames are to withdraw. I don't care if our link cells are useless. You still have a working pair of legs, don't you? Well, use them, you bloody half-wit!
The outcome of this battle was long since decided. Better to retreat now than risk a massacre. This dark, stifling presence. Who or what? We go to take our place beside Archon Louisoix. To your positions.
Kasbamul, Soginin Moise Donzul. Logalo, Asawad Daken Bet Mubut. Imarat Way, Kiskat Toga Hats Waddledorns. Sees Nigem, Fizdun the only Lamrai Zadai Dorn.
How you feeling, traveler? They said you fainted in the middle of one of the general's stories. I had to have you carried back to the hourglass. I reckon you made quite the impression on your fellow guests, though probably not the sort you intended. You're sure getting enough rest, traveler? The life of an adventurer can be pretty taxing. Any road, I'm glad to see you're back to normal. No offense, but looking after you was getting a bit tiresome. Oh, and before I forget, the general left you a message. Said that when you're feeling up to it, you should come see him at the Hall of Flames. Probably wants to finish the story he was telling you when you fell asleep. Maybe he wants to yell at me and say, "Bad steak." Bad steak. I put my correct ear being back on. Yeah. Of course, it's Princess Peach. And Luigi. Oh my goodness. I've been waiting for you, traveler. I trust you're fully recovered. Good. There's much work to be done and work that I would have you do. Listen well, traveler. This will take some time to explain. I prepared these letters for my counterparts in the Eorzean Alliance. "5 years ago, we looked on, powerless, as our brothers and sisters were taken from us in Cardinaux. First the Gallians, and then thrice damned primals called forth by their treachery. Not a day goes by that I do not think of my fallen comrades, and the warriors of life whom no trace remained. tragedies of the calamity are not so easily forgotten, nor should they be. In remembering all we've lost, we remember what we still have. And so I mean to mark the 5th anniversary of the Battle of Cotonou with a memorial service honoring the fallen. It's my hope that my counterparts in the Alliance will agree to do the same. And I would have you bear my words to them as a personal envoy. Why you? Because your deeds mark that you are the nearest thing I have to a warrior of light. I can think of no more worthy of the role. Question is, will you accept? Then it's agreed. You will journey to Garlean and Nimza Laminza as my official representative. And now, it's with great many moms to travel, but I've neither the time nor the patience to wait around for you on foot. I hereby grant you permission to use the airship routes to connect to these 3 city-states. This pass will serve as proof of your privilege. Gone are the days where airship travel was available to all. The ever-present threat of Imperial attacks has forced us to impose drastic restrictions out of concern for public safety. These passes are only granted when circumstances demand it, as it is in this case. Though there were others who insisted you be granted one regardless. Traveler, I'm not alone in seeing it. Your potential is plain. But I have said enough. In the name of the Sultana, I bid you go forth. See yourself to the wonders of the realm for which the warriors of life risked all. Rise to your calling and fulfill your promise. And should your path be barred by man or beast, strike fast and true, for victory belongs to the bold. Now go, traveler, and heed the crystal's guidance should you lose your way. I don't do a good robot impression, but it's fine. Ooh. Help me, Lord of the Dance. Oh boy. You there? Yes, you darling. They say you're follow of a follow. Name's Pelaman, and I earn my keep as a dancing girl in these markets. Aye, it's a living, and a good one. But it's not exactly what I set out to be when I bid farewell to the Mulfrats. I know, isn't it just the way of a Tales girl? Still, I would like to be one of those dancing Dexter. You know, the sort engaged in grand balls. To be a dancer of craft, not merely of wills. And to keep company in high society. Of course, I'd like to learn the proper sort of dance, less shimmy and more subtly. And were there you to come in, darling, because I've got a query for you to track down. They say the dance master Gillivox is in town. All the highborn ladies are aflutter wanting to learn lessons from him. He's the best. That's the word. This is my chance to be something finer than Minnie the Minx. Go to the steps of the thrall and ask about him, won't you? We're gonna help her out. Of course. I know that Master Goodness is. Don't you see those roses on my cheeks? And were ever so slight drooping of a supple carriage? I've just come back from practice. You can stop wondering who the belly of the ball is in the next moon. With what Master Gurley taught me, I've no doubt I'll be dazzling the masses. Where can you find him? Well, I ought to say, but why not? You should find him at the hustling strip. He's said to be headed there for the airship landing. You're one of Master Lunai's camp followers. So cute. You know he's from Corthus, don't you? Travels the world teaching the art of dance. Say he's the youngest dance master ever to leap the lance. That he had a large state, a fine stable, and a coat of crown stable. Why anyone would leave that all behind is beyond me. And then I think about it. Gives me shivers, you know. Why, if he weren't to leave Ul'dah today, I'd consider permitting him to the pleasure of my person. Oh, don't look so shocked. Mayhaps when he returns. Damn. All right. He has groupies. Master Gilowix? Oh, it's lovely that he teaches me. But straight to the gate, my good sir. He's a choosy one with whom he teaches. You must dance for him. Show him your innate quality. Why, he wouldn't even accept Master Guru's diamond-encrusted crumpet. And she's quite the demuse already. Master Gulen, I am he. That you are an adventurer is apparent, but what business brings an adventurer to a dance master, I wonder? You will not answer where no question has been asked. It is the feet that must be persuaded, not the tongue. Now dance for me. The vessel is rude, but the wine within may be fine. Unfortunately, there is much call for my time, and I'm bound to another land. I will make a dancer of you when next I return to this city. There you are. For anything good? Hope you're not wasting time with that looker over there. Oh, Master Gilux, I'm Plumber the dancers, and I want to speak to you. It's my greatest desire to become a dancer, Dexter, a performer of grand ball. Please, my lord, won't you teach me? Oh, It is not the adventurer who wishes to tread the patek, but this scampering maiden. Child, a stiff of people find dancers. Do you understand? Then let us see whether you can master these steps. That's how they do it in high society, huh? I could be a last with class. Just watch. Hideous. Grotesque. Your dance stands alongside the calamity in its horror. That's fucked up. Well, those words might cow your high-born ladies, Master Gunner, but where I come from, we take our lumps and we keep on twirling. Now, what exactly didn't you like? Child, you rely overmuch on appearances. You go from pose to pose, pleasing to pleasing. That's not dance, that's crude fascination. Adventurer, look sharp. Take your turn on the floor. Oh crap. Can't take my eyes off you. I mean, you're not exactly good, but you'd be picking rotten orange pits out of your elbows if I took you to the market like that, but it's a story, isn't it? The dance is the story. Nothing else to say. Aha! Aye, child. Ill-glazed eyes are easy to please, and you have squandered these years striking your poses when you could have learned a craft. Still, you have courage, I'll warrant that. Weary of teaching so many who have lived in a way too alike. I wonder if you have courage enough. Do you dare start anew? To be a dancing girl no longer. To learn a true craft. I dare. I want to learn the craft of adventuring. Do you adventurers have fun or game? Do you have to be very good with weapons? Those moves make your arms so frightly a thing. I want what you've got, darling. There's a way to the grand ball through quests and dungeons. I'll learn the slog. And I'll learn to dance. Thank you so much, my lord. Thank you. I'm off to the Adventuring Guild. You've taught me so much. I'll never forget to dance like you showed me. Did she choose a mere adventurer over me? Master among masters. My airship departs this strange city soon. Dance your rude yet pulsating dance, adventurer. Mayhaps you will affect more aspirants as you did at the moment. And mayhaps I shall hang my dancing shoe ups and start anew. Wow. People really should not take after me. I don't think that's what people should do. All right. Moving right along. But loose and fancy free. Ah, you're back from the meeting with Roban, are you? What did the big man have to say? Is that a fact? Personal envoy to the Flame General himself. So you'll be begging with the great man's words to the leaders of the Alliance, will ya? And by airship? Bugger me, that's an honor and a half it is. Can't think of anyone who deserves it more. I'm proud of you, Traveler, I truly am. Now, I dare say Raban told you this, but not many people get to go on airships these days. In fact, most people either go to their graves without ever seeing one of them. Or buggers shuffle off to meet Thrall and haven't even known the blue skies of Limsa Lominsa or the myriad greens of Guardian. But not you, Traveler. You'll get to see those sights and more, and wherever you go, you'll find fascinating folk and fascinating tales to tell. But to meet, places to go, savor these experiences. They are priceless all. Saying that, I'd be remiss if I didn't remind you to be careful out there. Ul'dah ain't the only place with its troubles, as you'll discover when you visit Limsa and Garlean. Truth be told, that might be exactly what the General wants you to realize. I think he knows what kind of man you are, Traveler. And what kind is that, you asked? Why, the kind that can't resist sticking his nose in other people's business, of course. And don't you go ever changing. Safe travels, Traveler. We'll see you when you get back. All right. Finally at that part where I'm going to be getting out of Ul'dah. Still haven't done the level 10 quest, but that's fine. I think there's a way to the hustle and strip from here, right? Yeah. Oh, no, I just gotta go. I forget where the landing is here. Hustling strip. Where's the landing on this map? Merchant. Okay, we go to the Chamber of Rule and then we'll go backwards. And then... Yep. Greetings, sir. This is the reservation counter for passengers traveling to Limsa Lominsa. Not mistaken, you're the Flame General's envoy, Traveler Jalen, yes? High Wind Skyways at your service? Will you be flying with us today? Like Sid Highwind?
Attention all passengers. Airship General to Limsa is about to depart. Please make your way to the boarding gate.
When first we breathed to the Sultan tree, I sensed there was something unusual about him. I wonder if they feel the same way. Godspeed, traveler, Godspeed. I'm right. I'll be singing your praises here to Farfetch before too long. May you always walk in the light of the crystal.
It has been 15 years, but the bitter taste of defeat lingers still. 15 years since the Imperial fleet set course for Mordona, led by the Egrios, mightiest of all vessels. Silver Till lay ripe for the taking, and all of Eorzea would soon be ours. Or so we believed. But an innumerable host of dragons met us that day, at the heart of which flew the great Midgard Zormer. Though we succeeded in slaying that lord among worms, the dread serpent's defeat was bought at too high a price. Our invincible flagship was lost, and all hope of victory with her. So ended our glorious conquest. Eorzea, a blighted realm, riddled with false gods. Twice now it has eluded the Empire's grasp. For all the destruction it wrought, even Meteor, the great sin, failed to yield us control over it. And for this failure, the realm has sunk deeper into depravity. It is twisted beyond all reckoning, rotten nigh to the core. Yet, it must be saved. Only Garlean rule can bring order to Eorzea. It falls to us to deliver the misguided masses from their ignorance.
We are of one mind, Lord Van Balthar.
Senior engineers, please report to Magitech Research following scheduled inspection.
Hey, is the Legatus really planning to take another tilt at Eorzea?
Hey? What hole have you been hiding in? We're in the midst of preparing for a new campaign. And a huge one at that.
But I thought the Emperor had given up the Western lands for lost after Cartano. What could the Legatus possibly hope to gain by acting alone?
I sense you harbor certain doubts over the wisdom of the Legatus's plan.
My lord!
Please, call me Nero. Tell me, where were you born?
Othard, my lord.
Al amigo, my lord.
Ah, codename Hummingway, I presume.
I don't know what you...
Silence. Your denials will not change your fate. I assure you, Frumentarium sees all. Clean up this mess, and do not miss any, or I shall be most displeased.
At once, my lord.
Garland, soon you will be made to know the true power of Magitech.
Alright, Limsa. Oh. Guess I gotta go the other way? Ah, you must be the envoy from Ul'dah. Welcome to Limsa, sir. Admiral Boz... I always get her name wrong. Lofiswana? Await your arrival? I am probably getting that super wrong. I am totally one of those people when I meet someone new, I ask them to tell me how to say their name if it's something I don't understand or have never heard before. And then I have to ask other people, like, how do you say that again? You're from Ul'dah's envoy. Welcome to Limsa. The Admiral is looking forward to your arrival. Please proceed to the Crow's lift at your earliest convenience. It'll take you to the Bulwark Hall. Once you're there, pray speak to Zanrail. He'll be pleased to show you to the Admiral's command room on the bridge. I think we're going to go down to the Drowned Witch, though. I think I'm ready to switch classes. So we're going to be doing a little bit of work. Firstly, we're going to be picking all the Aetherites up because, yeah. Limsa is my favorite city from the main city-states. There's just always people here. And I'm a big ocean person, so like the beach is very much my jam. What is that quest? Soothing the Siren? We're not going to worry about picking up quests yet until we get our new class. And then we can do them on the new class. You know, now that I think about it, it's interesting. So, like, the only two tank classes available in this game for ARR are Gladiator and Marauder. So there's a tank in Ul'dah, and then there's a tank in Limsa. Gridania doesn't have a tank. They have the White Mage. Really never thought about that. Interesting balancing choice. We're still not going up. Like, that was a small marble of a being. We got one more to attune to, but we are where we wanted to be. Oh, am I not allowed to pick up a class yet? Oh, I haven't beaten the level 10 quest for... Oh, Lord. So we're gonna have to go back to Ul'dah. Crap. Crap. That's not gonna be cheap. Well, I can at least save some money. We're gonna do another little trick. So, like, there is a way to go from Ul'dah to Limsa cheaper. Yeah, I've got all those gates. I think the ferry skipper here can take me to Reverend's Dawn. Aleport, Coastal Sail, the Mist. Nope. Nope. It's the other way. So if you come here... And actually, we're gonna... Okay. Losing track of things. We're gonna go to the main crystal. And we're gonna set it. Let's set it as a favored location. It's going to lower the cost on... Jeez Louise, that's Technicolor. It's gonna make it cheaper to teleport here. Okay. So we're gonna take the ferry. Oh, it's out of service to Vesper Bay. Crap. Alright. I've been avoiding it. But we're gonna have to teleport. Yeah, I'm gonna use... No, I'm not gonna use one of my tickets. One of the nice things about having played for so long is that I have a bonus where I've got 50 free teleportation tickets. But like right now, this still is way cheaper than some of the teleportations later in the game, so I kind of want to save it for those. But we need to set this as a favorited destination. Lower that cost a little bit. Oh, look. They're still dancing. Now, I need to get myself to this. So, riding to Black Rush is probably my best bet. Princess Peach is all by herself now. Luigi left her. I guess this is when Mario swoops in. I mean, technically, I've got a level 10, 15, and 20 quest I could be doing. But we may just knock those out. And I will be right back. Okay. And we're back. Let's head to East Thadalan. I got stuff to finish anyways. Blackbrush. Up. Let's finish some of this stuff while we're here. That's Eastern, that's Eastern, that's Eastern, that's Eastern. Western. I know that's in Footfalls. So got that little one there. It must be north. One of these ants over here, maybe. Nope. Nope. Maybe it's the bigger ones back here. Yep, the bigger ones. Looks like I get one more. There we go. Snap up that 4,000 XP real fast. I think we'll just cut across. We'll head over here to Eastern. I was looking to get a quest to go to Drybone or something before I ran that way, but I guess since we want to pick up Arcanist, gonna have to do that. Can't remember. I think what the next tank in order of expansion is Dark Knight. I don't think this character is a Dark Knight. Anything, he's a Gunbreaker. Each one of the tanks is cool. I think my favorite has been, for the longest time, Dark Knight. Gunbreaker I really haven't put a lot of work into, but you try this go around. I'm going to try to avoid the frogs because I hate them. Hate them deeply. The tongue thing sucks. Start running around and then suddenly you just get yanked. But I have a general dislike of those type of mechanics. There's actually a pretty funny story. Well, it's not really funny, but it's sort of a meme that has happened to me over time, where my lovely, lovely wife, she used to play a healer in not in Final Fantasy, but in WoW, and she played Priest, Discipline Priest specifically, and she used to do this thing where there was an ability for Discipline Priest, or Priest in general I think had it, but they could grip you and pull you to them so they could like save you from some sort of like incoming attack or something like that. And she would never give you warning that she's about to do it. There's never. You'd be in the middle of something and suddenly just get grabbed. I hated it. I hated it so much. And there was this instance where her and another player who had, I think he was a DK at the time. I can't remember. It was Meech. One of them pulled me, and then the other pulled me, and I instantly died. Like, they both tried to pull me at the same time, and I just got pulled around like a rag doll. Oh, it pissed me off. I was so mad. And then it became a meme. People were just like, yeah, let's pull Little around. Let's just... If you have a chance to grip him unexpectedly, go for it. Sucked. There is an ability like that for healers in this game too, but it's not one that has been used on me very often. And you always want to pick these up if you see one. We're in Dry Bone. We're gonna do a low quest. Looks like it's up there somewhere. It gets the levelments unlocked. I could have done the voice, I could have read it, but I'm not going to for those little things. I don't know. Map. We are there. Initiate. We're gonna go max. And let's go. Okay. Okay. Oh. What am I supposed to do? Back in. Oh boy. Oh boy, what was the emote for this? Emote. Back in. Let's do that. That's much better. Uh-oh. Get off me. Again, when you see, like, there's always these signs that there's some extra content in these, you always kind of want to grab it because it's going to be extra XP, especially if you clear it fast. Okay. Come on, you little buddy. 43%. You can do it. I believe in you. I'm not gonna let nobody hurt you. Oh, enemy. Where we at? That dude right there? Come on down. Ooh, dang. I could have got bopped. Alright. Get you moving. I didn't even notice that I had gotten to the 2 fire level. That's nice. At 86%. Nice. All right, now we'll go do level 10 quest. Yeah, we're gonna do this. It looks like it just spawned. Hmm. Maybe it's like 10 or 12 of these, I think, maybe? So, I think... And I can't remember... I suppose I'm going to find out later, because I can't remember how it went for ARR. But in later expansions, you get the opportunity to... There's more of these style where you're doing fates. There's rewards involved for doing fates, other than just XP. In ARR, you have the ability to, like, get some currency and stuff to buy things. But there's bigger rewards in some of the other expansions. And I'm looking forward to seeing what that is, because I didn't spend a lot of time working on that on my main, on Penelope. I mean, I spent a time to an extent. Definitely since Shadowbringers, I try to make a point of doing as many fates as possible to get those rewards. Mainly because I like fates, but there are some pretty cool stuff. I think this will be the last one. Thing. Indeed. Ooh. Maja. They're level 7 too. That's gonna suck for you, man. Okay, so that's all I had to do. Lovely. Wait, oh, we're gonna go back here real quick. I didn't talk to the porter. Definitely want to talk to the porter. Bonsai. Where's the cat? Is he above? What is it? Took a bow? No, Moogle. Love. Honestly, when I first started playing, I never ever used porters, and I've come since to realize that was a mistake. I wasted so much gil. These guys are so much cheaper. I mean, Ul'dah's 3 minutes. That's perfectly fine. For 50, I think it was 30 gil. Yeah, you can see down here in the corner, I've got just a little over 9,000 in venture. This is the currency tab. There's some other stuff, battle, other societies in Dawn Trail. Oh, it's run OS through Endwalker. Okay. I don't know how much of that I'm gonna go through. It is, there's a curious thought. I don't know. So there's a whole bunch of like secondary societal things that you can do, like the beast tribes. But I don't know that I'm going to do that. Seeing as this character is about me replaying the story. I may choose not to do that. You know, I'm in Limsa. I could go look at my house. I wonder if I could get an apartment at my house. A room at my house. I've never tried. And obviously, I know where my house is, but... And I love my house. It would be cool to be able to be bound to my house. That would be nice. Even if I'm not, like, doing much. Or if I don't have any controls over what's going on in the house, it would be just really cool for me to have, like, the house to kind of camp out. That's one of the cool things for, like, WoW that's coming. They're going to have this new housing system, which... Very excited about. They're really going to... It's really got my interest. That'll be coming in the winter. I might do a restart of that game as well. I've been thinking about it. I have so much history in WoW. I've been playing for the last, off and on for the last 20 years. Which is crazy to say. Like, I've been playing a video game for 20 years, but I don't know. People say they've been playing basketball for 20 years. What the fuck's the difference? I'm just doing something else. Do I detect the scent of ether? And I trust that stench of Ul'dah blood? Ah, 10 vials, 20, 30? The sight of so much ether is just so very comforting. That we have there, Kokoban. That the crate of stolen? I see traveler's lessons have been the desired effect. I assume the vile, viscous liquid you have there is beastman blood? Cobra should be pretty. Bookbink, you left word for me to visit the ossuary. Have you finally decided to begin my training as a thermitage? Ah, Cockrush. Good of you to come. Traveler has kindly enough obtained the supplies of Ul'dah blood for you. The alchemical acquaintance of mine has explained how it may be used, the substance in your research, to create mana-amplifying elixir. Naturally, we're most interested in the results of such experiments. So you see, Busi, your work as an alchemist already puts you in the position to work alongside us. You need not become a thermitage to be part of our family. That's right, Bushi. Besides, the battlefield is a dangerous place, and our skills are not exactly suited for keeping each other safe from harm. See, this is but another attempt to dissuade me from pursuing my true calling. I don't want to cheer you on from the safety of my workbench. I want to fight by your side. Lucy, you cannot stand and through you to be to go through some harm. Pray do not make such foolish choices. Traveler, if you're done here, I would speak to you further. Oh, shucks. As I mentioned before, Kokobus is dangerously unsuited to wield the power of thermagy. Even with the proper training, he would be unable to evoke the smallest flicker of a flame. Were he to attempt to force a manifestation of power, the strains on his woefully inadequate inadequate etheric reserves would likely kill him. But I did not request your presence to discuss my brother's tragic circumstance. You have completed the trial set before you, and thus we continue. I believe you're sufficiently entrenched in the abyss of Thaumaturgy to soldier on to another guild that will not unduly affect your studies. In the halls of Ul'dah, you might visit the Pugilist Guild and train with the feat of Holy Fist, or cross blades with First Sword Mela of the Gladiators Guild. Or should you tire of the demands of battle, there are guilds that offer instruction in trades in weaving, goldsmithing, and alchemy. I believe there's even a guild that teaches mining of all things. I should hope, of course, that Thaumaturgy remains your first and foremost obsession. Do not abstain yourself from us too long, traveler. I'm gonna take the bronze. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll... Come, traveler. The yawning abyss beckons once more. Today, Cocoa Breeze will instruct you on the chapter entitled The Threat of Superiority. You've come for your lesson, traveler? Then heed well my words. The threat of superiority. Ah, how magnificent the intimidating power we wield. Flames seal the air, ice frosts the ground, and lightning flashes with blinding incandescence. Not all are cowed by our elemental fury. Ignite not your flames, summon not your ice, and strike not your lightning. Know this is a threat, and stay your hand against such foes. Once you've cut away all the overblown imagination, the passage draws attention to the important tactic. A wise Thermidor does not engage in a battle against an opponent he cannot defeat. A fine example would be avoiding a conflict with Ul'dah's multitude of furious merchants. These soulless, craven creatures are afflicted with the madness of insatiable avarice. Do you perhaps recall the crate of ether you retrieved from the Ul'dah bandits? Well, a number of irate peddlers have arrived at the guild with a gal to demand recompense for the few measly vials we emptied as our just reward. Alright, yes, we drank the entire bloody box, but the point is that the guild cannot presently afford to pay such a sum. Thus, I pass on to you the secret of my last and most potent defense. Shameless weeping. I'm not speaking of a few tears here. I want you to stride right up to these tyrannical traitors and cry your eyes out. I don't wanna. I don't wanna. What do I gotta do with the crying? Messed up. Oh, they're just right outside. Oh my gosh. Where is that? When you cry, 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 baby. Hey. Here, I don't wanna. It's not that. Oh dear. I'm not angry at you. You understand? It's those 5 Aether idol brothers I take issue with. Tell them the next time this happens, I'll have the price taken out of their unprincipled hides. Alright, son. I know you're the one who chased down those Amalja brutes for us. I'll let you go on this one time, for your sake. Well, you needn't cry about it. It's just a few bottles of ether, lad. I'll tell you what. You dry your eyes for me and I'll take care of old loss out of my own purse. A masterful performance, traveler. The sniffling was a nice touch. You will, however, encounter foes who are unmovable by such hideous swellings. Take this recent request, for instance, which I have nominated to serve as your next trial. A team of scholars has asked a Therminage to destroy a cursed relic they have unearthed, unknown as Momomo's urn. While pottery is, by and large, immune to tears, it is the Alcian thieves that subsequently stole it that concern me. The Alcaran are an organization of criminals not known for their gentle or understanding dispositions, but rather they attempt to engage in entire gangs of thugs that I would suggest you neutralize the threat, as your person is well suited for a timely sleep spell. The Alcans have been seen traveling southwest of Drybone. Find them there and destroy the urn they carry. Alright, we're headed back to Drybone. And you can see, you can start picking up new classes. I think the level 70 is Reaper. But we're not doing that. Alright, we're headed to Drybone. Well, we're about 2 hours in. Good. We gained a level. We're about to gain our second level, but we have pushed through quite a bit of story, which is nice. Still trying to think about a minion. Get the baby chocobo, little black baby chocobo. Got a Moogle. Baby behemoth. Oh, wind up versions of all the leaders. Namu. Brand from Final Fantasy 12. Oh. Oh, Warrior of Light. Bards. Little baby Oben. I don't know that any of these are speaking. I wonder if any of them can be on my shoulder. All right, we're gonna check some of these pets. I mean, I'm curious. A summon. Miss. He's very cute. Oh, it is Beckon. Does Namamo really do that? Let's see if she does. She does. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. I don't know how I feel about her being on my shoulder, but okay. What about Cat Sith? No. Fran? No. All right. I am from Ul'dah, after all. She chose the other shoulder. Okay. I guess that's what we're doing. Okay. We're gonna put you there. Okay. Back to what we were doing. Ooh. Oh, she stays on my shoulder in combat. Just remembered I don't have food on me. Or I haven't eaten food in a little bit. Ooh. I am now realizing I may have went this way and I didn't have to. It's fine. Ah! I was hoping to dodge this dude, but apparently that's not happening. Traveler, a moment, if you please.
Pray, allow me to shatter that urn. I thought that if I assisted you with your task, my brothers might finally design to take me seriously. So I followed you.
What have we got here then? Couple of nosy Sunday rabbits. They're about to get skinned.
Oh dear gods, where did they come from?
Easy peasy.
That was simply incredible, Traveler. I wish I could wield the same sort of power. I became an alchemist in the hopes of creating a manner of amplifying elixir, but all my efforts have been for naught. As a result, it's been too far mild to make a difference. I'll never be a Thermitage like my brothers at this rate. Forever be pitiful and powerless little sibling.
Almost urn. If I destroy it, then maybe the family will see that what I'm capable of. Wait. Don't you dare break my urn.
What? What's that?
That piece of pottery just talk? Are you Mormora the Void Sent? Yes, I am Mormora. But I'm one of the nice Void Sent. It was a nasty one that sealed me up in here for helping a mortal. If you would be so kind as to open the lid of the urn, I would be happy to grant you a wish. Anything you desire. Fortune? Fame? I'm not really interested in fortune or fame, but perhaps there is one thing. I'd like the etheric power equal to my brother's. Power, is it? Perfectly acceptable wish. In fact, I sense a latent ability buried deep within your spirit. It'd be a simple thing for me to turn it loose. What more is there to think about? Open the lid. And I'm just standing here, not doing shit.
Well, I didn't feel different at all. I think Oromo may have been lying. Come, traveler, it's time we leave. Oh, we're supposed to break this urn. And that's it. Yes. This will be so much fun. I mean, it'll be nice to return home after all this excitement. Is he possessed? Probably. Ah! Oh, Momo. She's still on my shoulder. A little sultana. I think we just got the last one of these. Was this actually of my level? Boy. Not much XP, but just a touch. I think we're going to hit on Chocobo. Didn't turn this in.
think we're going to turn this in, and then we're going to go get Arcanist unlocked. That might be it for this session. Welcome back, Traveler. Glad to see you're making a habit out of not dying. Before we discuss a trial further, however, I would ask about Kokobus. When I saw him moments ago, he seemed odd. Well, odder than usual. You know what happened, alright? He was at your trial. Extraordinarily dangerous and foolish to interfere with a Thermidage's training. Just goad him most heartily. Some pleasantness aside, I'm impressed that you claimed victory in spite of the unexpected development. The teachings of the yearning of the abyss have served you well. With your experience and control thus demonstrated, I believe you're ready to add a new spell to your repertoire. Scythe. This elemental neutral blast of force will prove effective against all manner of opponents. As I'm sure you're eager to test its incantations, I shall grant you leave to return to your training. I pity the next hostile creature that crosses your path. I feel like you just wanted to go, I pity the fool. Alright. And we got a new weapon, so let's check to see if it's worth the upgrade. It is a weapon and shield though. Oh, it looks like it. Nice. Okay. I've got my shield of shredded wheat. We're not gonna pick up the next quest yet, I think. Well, let's go ahead and get it since we're here. That way I don't have to double back. Traveler, you're safe. I feared you'd fallen victim to the Mage Slayer. Have you not heard of the recent separate of gruesome killings taking place within Ul'dah? Each case involves at least one dead Therminage, and every corpse found bloodied, battered, and utterly drained of etheric energy. Ill tidings aside, I'm glad to see you're alive and glowing with the vitality that it is time for you to deliver the final chapter of the Yawning Abyss. Kokoboa is our second youngest sibling and will read from you the threat of perplexity. Blah. Greetings, traveler. Are you once more prepared to pursue the pages of power and peril? Let us begin. The threat of perplexity. Ah, how magnificent the daunting power we wield. Flames pursue, ice transfix, and lightning tenses into the ranks of our enemies. But what terror descends from all sides? Those ranks close, flames are smothered, ice is crushed, and lightning is grounded. You know this threat, and you are a multitudinous foe. It is the point of the passage readily apparent. It would be the most problematic, for example, should you meet a magnificent mage slayer, and he or she proves to be a multi-murderer. What a Therminage needs is the thickest of thrall, the courageous companion to accompany him in case there are collective cronies to be expected. Thus, as for your trial, Okaba. Pray allow me to suggest a practical course for travelers' training. The town is abuzz with the news of yet another slaughtered Therminage. There are mutilated bodies found filing the waters of Nuclear's wells. I would have Traveler aid me in hunting down the culprit while we trail in his fresh.
Traveler may have tolerated your interruptions on his trial last time, we'll see, but you are hardly the hardy henchman he needs to clear such a hazardous hurdle. Your concerns are understandable, brother. If it would allay your fears, I can introduce Traveler to a valiant warrior who has received entrance into my employ. You have secured the services of a stalwart swordsman. Then that would indeed be in line with learning the lessons of the day, perhaps. Come now, Traveler. Let us be about our business before Gogobun has a change of heart. I'll be waiting for you in Northclose Wells. Was that Kogos? Alright. We're gonna use teleport. And we're gonna go back to Limbs though. No, we're not using that. Okay. Welcome to the Arcanist Guild. Is it here that we research, develop the field of Arcana? Arcana is the science of employing arcane genonites, indicated patterns that map and unlock the mysteries of the existence, draw forth multiples, and manipulate the body's etheric energies. If you prefer the arcane art built on the structure of thought and precise reasoning, then your discerning intellect may find a home in our guild. Might you consider enrolling yourself as an innate? Ah, just as I predicted. Before we proceed any further, however, let us first feed your appetite for knowledge with a morsel of guild history. The roots of Arcana trace back to the esoteric calculations practiced by the people of the South Sea Isles. It was these folk that first discovered a method of expressing natural phenomenon with mathematical terms. Building on this process, the existing mathematical formulas were further developed into arcane geometries, precise patterns that allowed us to practitioners to weave ether into specific magical effects. The mages who invoked this new form of magic became arcanists, and the school of Arcanum was born. Many such mages wished to expand their understanding of the world, took to the seas abroad trading vessels. Upon their arrival in Limsa, arcanists found themselves welcomed by the alchemic elite and soon secured positions in the realm of governance and council. The knowledge of an arcanist, however, is a tradition passed on from master to chosen disciple. As such, Admiral Mebley, counting several wielders of Arcanum among her personal staff, became concerned that this exclusionary practice would lead to the eventual extinction of the art. So, at the Admiral's orders, the official Alchemist Guild was established and funding was provided for research and training. The complex and demanding nature of Ackerman, however, remains the greatest threat to our future. You invite such cerebral challenges, you have but to reaffirm your commitment to joining the guild. Your judgment is soundly commended. Now, standard practice dictates that you must introduce yourself to the guild master, that you might convey your intentions in person. Due to extraordinary circumstances, however, he is unreachable at the present. Instead, you may speak to Mistress Thermogen. She has shouldered full responsibilities of the guild's leadership in the interim. You'll find her over there by the bookshelves. You need to be shy. Though her mind is sharp and critical, her manners are always most welcome. Yes, I'm Thubrin. Greetings and welcome to the Arcanist Guild. As Murray undoubtedly explained, I'm serving as the acting guild master until our wayward leader designs to return. I assumed our capable receptionist also spoke of our art's origins. Allow me to expound upon its nature. Ackerman taps into the living energies of ether. The evidence of this is represented most adeptly, perhaps, in our ability to manifest arcane entities like carbuncle, and the manner of magic which the Aetherid Alley employs to our command. Core of our discipline, however, is found the pursuit of defined solutions of any potential quantity. Even on the field of battle, nay, especially on the field of battle, the principle takes precedence. If one wishes to make certain a question of victory, then one must apply the most effective strategy. An arcanist is measured in the ability to calmly analyze the situation from moment to moment and respond with the most appropriate spells at hand. The study of Ackerman will test your mental facilities to point out perplexity. And are you prepared to reason your way through the predicament after placement? Ooh, predicament after predicament? Are you prepared to reason? Yes. An ambiguous response, the kind I most prefer. Let us see if the clarity of your words match the sharpness of your mind. Here, take this grimoire in hand, and I shall judge your aptitude with our next discipline. All right. Arcanist unlocked. Where did I put the book? There's the book. Ah, booty booty. And we're gonna make a gear set. Oh, oops. All right, there's the Arcanist set. Now, this is a good reason to get that ring. So now, if you've gotten the pre-order and you've gotten an older pre-order, there's actually little hats you can get, which is an additional 20%. It's 20 and below? I'm dumb. I should be wearing that. I should have this. Yeah. Yeah, that should be in both. All right. Back to level 1. It's a hefty tone, is it not? I promise you the Grimoire's weight becomes more of a comforting anchor amidst the shifting seas of battle. A fact you will soon discover. In lower Lenosia, you should find, among others, a species of pest, dwarf rats, little ladybugs, and alarai. I ask that you employ your fledgling skills of Arcana to erase these 3 types of creatures. Leave the city through the Tempest Gate and you will soon encounter the potential targets in abundance. As long as you remain focused, do not foresee the opponents causing you any trouble or your budding abilities. Once you return to the complicity of your primary trial, I will welcome you as an official member of the Arcanist Guild. May your judgment remain swift and clear. Okay. I think we're gonna go take a little nap. I have to go do some walking. As I do. Ooh. Oh, that's a cool paint. Oh, That's a cool painter's wand. Other games have transmog, but this is still my favorite game for it. Okay. Pick a room. Perfect. Well, that's it for me. I'll be back for session 5, I think. Yeah, 5. Ta-ta for now.